Hey guys, DiabloManDan here. In this video I want to show you a new build I've been using. It's the weapon throw build. Been reading a lot about it on different Diablo forums and places on the internet, so I thought I would try it out, and I've been trying it for about a week now, and it's been really good and I like it a lot, so I wanted to share it with you. Before we get too involved with this, I do want to show you the spec, so let's pull it up right here. We use a weapon throw with ricochet. Hammer of the Ancients with smash as a secondary kind of rage or fury dump. And we have a Wrath Berserker, thrive on chaos. Have battle rage into the fray, sprint with marathon, war cry with imputiny, which if your resistances are pretty high right now, you could definitely switch this out with something else. I know some people like to use rend with this build as well, so. But depending on what your resistances currently are at, I'm still using this, although I probably could switch it out. Passive skills, I'm using Ruthless, Weapons Master, and No Escape. And the No Escape is pretty much what makes this build work, because Weapon Throw actually costs 10 Fury to use every time, but with No Escape, when you have crits with it, it gives you 14 Fury back. And it also increases the damage of weapon throw, so definitely useful. Okay, and something else that's really useful with this build is having pieces of gear that reduce the resource cost of weapon throw. So instead of weapon throw is normally 10 fury, like we just saw, this reduces it by 5, so it costs me 5 fury now. And I also have a Stone of Jordan, which reduces it by 2 more, so actually it only ends up costing me 3 fury to use, and that has helped out a whole lot. I was using this without these two for a while, and it was running into a bit of fury problems and stuff, but after I got these, it's really helped out a bunch with that. As you can see, my crit chance is only at 45%. I'd like to get that higher and the fury would flow better. So if you don't have these couple pieces and you have a really high crit chance, that might help you be able to do this build as well. Something else that really helps with this build is the 300th spear. If I could talk today. But as you can see on the spear, it actually increases weapon throw damage by 47%. That's the one I have. You can get one that I believe it's up to 50%. So that's something you can do there. And you can see it also has 12% movement speed on it. And along that with my boots, I'm at 24% movement speed. And the movement speed is pretty important with this build, and that is kind of why we went with a sprint marathon, because it increases your movement speed bonus to 50%, so you can really zip around mobs and stuff like that. And one thing that's kind of different for a barb in this spec is you do not want to get caught surrounded by monsters. That's the bad thing. So you want to think a little like a demon hunter when using this spec. So that's pretty much, and I'm using these gloves here, give me more attack speed and stuff. You see my attack speed is at 1.91. See my resistances here about 513 is the lowest. I've had to sacrifice a little bit of stuff like that to switch to these gloves and different things in the ring, definitely. But this is kind of where I'm at. And that is pretty much the build in a nutshell. So now what we're going to do, we're actually going to go and check it out and show you guys. This works. You definitely get buffed up in imputiny. You would kill everything pretty quick. So you see this is only a Monster Power 1, because that's what I usually use, Monster Power 1 to farm Paragon. So you can use Marathon to kind of run away a little bit. Things die pretty quick, and if they don't, get a lot of fury built up, you can use your Hammer of the Ancients, which kill things pretty quick. You see, it's a pretty fun build, and I learned about it actually on Diablo Fans. If you don't follow Diablo Fans, definitely probably want to check it out. follow it around. So I saw a video by I think his name's like DTX or Detox or something. You go to Diablo fans, you'll be able to find it. And he was showing this build and using this build on Monster Power 10, which is very doable. With this, I can easily farm, with my current gear setup, easily farm Monster Power 7 with this. But he would go and he would farm Monster Power 10 with it and get through it pretty easily. So it's definitely a fun build. It's pretty quick to get going, and you know, it's just a nice solid build that you can use to have some fun with. It's good to have it change from the Sprint Whirlwind build. So here it is, and I hope you guys enjoyed this.